So I've been seeing in the headlines that Kim Kardashian has basically come out and admitted that that sometimes she cries herself to sleep dealing with being a single parent, raising 4 kids. And I just think that this is interesting because a lot of the times where you hear a lot of these single moms crying and complaining about situations that they put themselves into or situations that they're in, sometimes it's in their control. Like, we're gonna be objective here. Sometimes it's not in their control. Sometimes it is in their control. When we look at Kim Kardashian, she is 100% the reason why she's a single mother. She's 100% the reason why she's a single mother. It's not like Kanye is just some guy that doesn't want to be involved with his kids, or I don't even believe that he really wanted to get divorced from her, if we being honest. But we also know that Kim Kardashian has a reputation. It's not her first marriage. So let's just be real, and let's just be practical about this and call a spade and say that in truth, Kim Kardashian brought this on herself. So I don't have any sympathy for her at all. I don't have any sympathy for her. I think it's irresponsible to have kids out of wedlock, right? Stuff happens, whatever. I'm not here to judge people. Like I said, I just objectively think that it's irresponsible. It makes your life hard. It makes the kids' life hard. But that aside, right? Marriage. We're talking about marriage. This is a big problem that I particularly have with the West in general, is that a lot of people in the West don't value marriage. You don't value the sanctity of the vows that you take. And the minute that things get rough, the minute that things start not going your way, the minute that you're not happy, the minute that you're not attracted, then all of a sudden you want to get a divorce. You want to break it off. You want to break a family. Kevin Samuels used to call it home wrecking. That's what we deal with in the West. And if you look at studies, regardless of whatever reason why, the women that are filing the most divorces, the people that are filing, spoiler alert, the people that are filing the most divorces are women. So, let's just be for real. That doesn't mean men don't file divorce, and that doesn't mean that men don't do things that file divorce. But if we're talking about how I feel, I believe that marriage is such a strong bond and such a strong covenant that you should not break it for any other reason other than physical abuse or infidelity. And as a branch of infidelity, I'm going to say if that person has a baby, then it can't be redeemed, because you can come back from cheating. It's bad. I wouldn't put up with it, but you can come back from cheating. But having babies like outside of your marriage and all that kind of stuff, that's not something you can come back from. So let's just start with that basis right there. I don't respect any divorce where the woman was not getting beat on, where the man was not getting beat on, or where somebody was not cheating on somebody. Anything other than that, you are selfish, and you don't take your vows serious. And that just is what it is. And I mean that wholeheartedly. If you pick the wrong partner, and guess what? If you and somebody have bad chemistry and you get married, it's crazy for me to think that when you sit up and go before God, because you don't have to go in the church. You can go to the courthouse, but you say before God, you take a vow and you say through sickness and health and through good times, bad, all that, And it doesn't mean anything. The minute that you wake up and feel like it's I'm not into this anymore. And that's whack. That is whack. Like, nobody and not enough people are really talking about this. A lot of these broken homes are broken up because people don't have a sense of duty, and they marrying for the wrong reasons. Main reason being is love. Because the minute you fall out of love, now you're willing to break the whole family apart. This isn't a dump on women, I promise you. I'm not trying to dump on women. I'm trying to dump on women that are irresponsible and don't want to take accountability for their actions. There are a lot of women out here that have sex, that have fun, that do all that, and they don't have kids, and they don't go out and have they don't have a bunch of child deletions either. Like, let's be real. What we're dealing with here is a woman she's crying herself to sleep because she realizes the gravity of the situation that she put herself in. It's not to just sit up and dump on her, because I mean, at the end of the day, let's be real. Kanye ain't really hurting. I made a whole video about Kanye West and how he basically went and got him a brand new, younger model. They were just spotted out. You think they not gonna have kids? You hurting yourself. When you make it hard for men to see their kids, when you make it hard where men gotta go to the public in order to see their kids, navigate with your sister's baby daddy in order to see their kids, I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her. Look at who we're talking about. She blew up off a sex tape that her mom pimped her out for. Let's be real. Put the whole family on. I'm sorry. Like, I know there are people that are like, even if you made it this far, I know there are people that are gonna be like, well, oh, you just don't have any like empathy and you lack emotional empathy. Facts don't need empathy. The truth is the truth, regardless of how you feel about it. I can be empathetic towards your situation and feel bad about you and state the facts. In this case, I don't feel bad for her because I don't feel bad for women that leave relations. Like, now we're not talking about relationships. We're not talking about relationships like dating, baby daddy, baby mama. Even though I do believe that baby daddies and baby mamas should at least try to make it work because they had a kid. But I'm talking about a marriage. The rules are different for marriage than they are for when you dating in relationships. That's why I said that I believe that dating in relationships don't mean anything. They don't. That's just real. I mean, you can feel how you feel about it. I mean, that's just, you feel bad for her. I don't.